All right, our next comedian for you tonight comes all the way up here from York, PA, my neck of the woods. Give it up for Bryan Group.
I don't know what's Bryan. I'm like, New York.
All right, guys, he threw me with that one. I actually live like 5 minutes from here. So. York County, but I'm not from York City, if anyone can tell. So happy St. Patrick's Day. I figured it would be an easy night here because most people would be already drunk at this point. So there's a few people laughing on that one. That was the test joke. But St. Patrick's Day is an interesting holiday. It revolves around drinking. I mean, there's other holidays out there where you... there's all the other holidays out there. You get presents while you're drunk. You carve turkey while you're drunk. Shoot off fireworks while you're drunk. But St. Patrick's Day, there's not really anything else. Just the drunk part. Where's I going with that? Oh, so I'm a little worried this St. Patrick's Day. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the news. And there's one thing that's going on right now that I'm not quite sure it's going to be able to take this St. Patrick's Day. I think we're going to wake up tomorrow and it's not going to be there anymore. I'm not talking about Libya or Japan. I'm talking about Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's been partying it up lately. I don't think he's going to survive tonight. I think he's going to go off the deep end. But I like the way Charlie Sheen's going crazy. Most people get crazy. They just kind of get quiet or get a little weird. He's just going balls to the walls out there, just kind of like a fun type of crazy. And everyone here tonight, if he would show up, I guarantee you, I don't do drugs. That's my drug. Don't do drugs. If Charlie Sheen showed up, I bet most people in this room would do a line of coke with him, especially right now. It would be a fun thing to do. So, the world's going crazy. So, a couple weeks I'm going with my wife. We're going to Ireland. Ireland would be a fun place to go tonight. I got to watch what I do. I've been telling a lot of religious jokes lately, a lot of terrorist jokes. Ireland's probably one place I wouldn't want to tell either one of those. Although, the one thing that gets me, you could go there, you could go here, you could order an Irish car bomb. Did that come from Ireland? Because if it did, I guess they do have a good sense of humor about that. So I don't know if you could order that there or not. It would be like going to Japan and ordering a kamikaze. Or going to Germany and ordering a fuzzy Hitler. I actually Googled that. That is not a real drink. I just wanted to make sure. But how about next time you're in New York ordering a toppled tower?
Oh.
I do this part-time. I'm working on that as my catchphrase. I'm actually a full-time engineer, part-time comedian. So whenever I tell a joke like that doesn't go over too well, I go back to it. So, how about, you think during the Civil War, if the North would have seen what would have become of black culture today, they'd have thrown it? I do this part-time.
Which part?
Which part? I think you can all tell which parts. So, my full-time job, an engineer, I'm actually, in a couple weeks, I'm going to a Catholic high school to give a speech about being an engineer. So most of that time I'm going to talk about being an engineer, but with the part-time comedy, I figured I've got to at least open with a joke. And for the life of me, I can't figure out what joke to open with because I've got one stuck in my head and I know I can't say it. So the joke I'm stuck with is, wow, guys, you got it rough here. When I was in high school, when I got called to the principal's office, it was the late 90s. They still had the paddle on the wall, so I had to worry about possibly getting paddled, but it was unlikely. And the principal calling my parents, maybe, and then if I'm lucky, I'd even get sent home for the day. So, yeah, get out of here. All right, see ya. But I couldn't imagine going to a Catholic high school. Maybe Steve can back me on this. I couldn't imagine going there. You get sent to the principal's office, and the priest pulls out the paddle, and he enjoys it. Or even worse, priest pulls out the paddle, and you enjoy it too. So, if anyone knows a clean Catholic high school joke to tell, please let me know. But I do know I'm going to end with, I may end with this one for a joke, clean it up a little bit, but you got to stay in school. High school is very important. You got to get there to get a job. There's a lot of unemployed people out there. You got to at least get through high school and go on to do bigger and better things, go to college. And even if you're crazy, maybe you can still find a job. Recently we had, my wife and I had, her friend's brother came over. He was giving us a sales pitch. He was unemployed, had a little social anxiety issue. So he finally managed to get a job, and he came over to our house to work his new job with us. So he's unemployed, a little crazy, social anxiety. He goes to Cutco Knives, and he manages to get himself a job going door to door to people's houses he doesn't know with a briefcase full of knives. He must be a good salesman to sell himself on that one. But I guess maybe crazy's the way to go. The whole world's going crazy. You know, I think we're all ready to shoot some coke here. If Charlie Sheen busted it into the room, probably liven this place right up. I think we need that right about now. But we actually did end up buying the knives, so he made good there. So I don't know. Next week we got a bunch of them coming in the mail. I'll have them by then. They're big, long, sharp knives. I'm going to pack up a briefcase full of them, bring them all here, and show everyone. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, let's keep it going for Bryan Group. I'll just pretend I'm short for this one. Our next comedian is coming up on stage for his first time ever. So I applaud you on that. It takes a lot of balls to get up here. Give it up for Mike McNulty.